Lando with the fastest car battle win the championship? No. 2021 was literally an unforgettable season. Talk about the perfect season of all time. That was 2021. You wanted crashes. You wanted a championship battle in the constructors and the drivers in the final race. You blimmin' had that. You heard drama and controversy between drivers, teams, and, well, everybody else, like Michael Massey and so on and so forth.
With controversy.
No, Mike, that was so not right.
You had old bucks retiring, you had new clowns terrorizing the sport, and you honestly just had a shit show. Imagine throwing up a puzzle piece in the air and it landing on the ground and everything being completed. That was literally 2021. It was a miracle occurring. It was perfect.
Perfect.
It was perfect.
Everything, down to the last minute details.
It was just perfect. But yeah, now in 2024, they tried to recreate that season with literally everything that I've just named, but they absolutely failed and flopped, and it was a disaster class. Well, not really. It was kind of cool, but it won't never ever be 2021. Don't compare. Don't compare the greats to the you know what I'm saying? Good morning, beautiful people on the internet. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. I love you all. Thank you for everything. Subscribe and liking. If you want to continue to support, subscribe and like. Comment something cool down below, because I want to hear something cool. I don't know. Maybe about you. Maybe about the video. I don't know. Do that. Enjoy the video. Have a safe, fantastic rest of the day. Don't die. Enjoy the video. People really expected 2021 Verstappen versus Hamilton to be replicated in 2024. Whereas we don't have Verstappen and Hamilton. We have Verstappen and Norris. And Norris isn't Hamilton. I mean, there's many differences. One's black, one's white, one's young, one's ancient. But I think the biggest difference is one is fast and the other one is very fast. I feel like this season, people expected that to really happen, but it didn't. And talk about one of the worst championship battles I've seen in a while. Now, championship battles. Not seasons, not overall seasons, not overall championships. I'm talking about a championship battle. It was, well, shocking. It might have been worse than the Vettel days.
Sake.
It might have been worse than the Alonso days. It might have been worse than everything else that I've seen in my lifetime. Maybe probably not. Maybe it probably wasn't the worst, but it was pretty goddamn bad, and it was up there with just talk about fraud, talk about Indian call scam center somewhere in New Delhi.
Hello, my name is Kamil Habib Hibab.
Talk about a scam. They were advertising this shit like it was real 2021, real 2007, real 2008. You got us all laughing there. I mean, it all makes sense to play this out like it's a huge championship battle, a huge season. Everybody needs to watch every single race for it to all make sense. I mean, 2021, that was like F1 all-time high. It peaked, right? It was incredible. Viewership spiked in 2022 as well, peaking yet again. But then the season got boring and less people started to watch it. Same with 2023. Everybody stopped watching the sport, and then it dipped. Not that much, but it dipped. And if things kept on dipping, then, well, Formula 1's losing money, and everyone else is losing money, sponsors and blah, blah, blah. They don't want that. It's a business at the end of the day. So what? What did they do? What did they do? What did they do? 2024 championship battle. Let's bring the 2021 vibes back. Yeah. Viewership up, money up. Everybody's happy. Except for me, I don't know. As if the championship isn't already wrapped up like a little Christmas present Santa coming down from the chimney putting it under the Christmas tree. It was wrapped up. It was wrapped up after the first couple races, where Verstappen decided to continue his winning streak from 2023. Talk about dominance. Now that is dominance.
Max Verstappen wins. For Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen.
Occasionally, you gotta give it a rest. You gotta give your performances a rest. Like, maybe close your eyes. Maybe crash into the wall. You know, even Senna occasionally gave it a rest. Occasionally, he closed his eyes in Monaco and put it into the wall. You know, that's resting. Because he knows that, let's let other people win. And honestly, fair play to Verstappen, because he let Lando Norris win his first race. No, he didn't let him. Norris was slightly quicker, but the congratulations were fun. We're happy. Good for you. Good for you, Lando. Good for you. Verstappen kept on winning races after that. It was Verstappen days, glory days. Now, I went into every single weekend expecting to hear the Dutch. And if I didn't, I'd be shocked. And if someone said to me before any race weekend, you're not going to hear the Dutch anthem, I probably would have shook their hand, and said, no, let's bet, what, 10 racks? 100 grand? I'd be willing to put my house down on that we would hear the Dutch anthem. Because we did for most of the season, until out of nowhere, Red Bull falls off a cliff. And Ferrari starts dominating, Mercedes starts dominating, and McLaren starts dominating. And still, in that entire time, where Red Bull might be having a slight little struggle, Verstappen's still leading the championship by a country mile. And Red Bull are still winning the constructors by a country mile. Wasn't really a country mile, because they did have Perez in the car, who was really pretending, maybe extracting DNA from Mazepin's 2021 season. But looking past that, everything was looking fine. Everyone near and about the time of Canada was all like, holy, Red Bull are falling apart. Whereas at that time, Verstappen was still winning races. I mean, he won Canada, he won Spain, he nearly won Great Britain in arguably the third or fourth fastest car on track. He nearly won Austria. We all know what happened in Austria. Oh my gosh, title contenders collide. This isn't Monza 2021. This isn't Silverstone 2021. Everybody played this out to be the next rivalry of the sport. The next Prost versus Senna. No, it wasn't. They collided. Norris had some words to say. Maybe stolen from a child. Or maybe he hasn't grown up yet. Or he hadn't at that time. Yeah. I can't be friends with him. It's kind of poor and sad from you to say. But hey, I guess all those comments got riled up. And it was honestly like me sitting at the back of the class, instigating some fight because somebody's bickering in class and blah, blah, blah. Me doing this, oh my god, carry on fighting. Or, you know, when Peter Parker's fighting Flash and everyone else like, yes, keep fighting. That's what I feel it was all like, and even the FIA tried to intervene and handed out penalties left, right and centre to certain people to maybe hinder something. I don't know, maybe they wanted to make it closer. Maybe Michael Massey did something in Abu Dhabi and maybe that was an inspiration to others. Who knows? I'm not going to say it was. I haven't said anything. You see, but at the same time, I guess it was all pretty hype, because if Lando Norris can win races by 20 seconds and we haven't seen a win by over 20 seconds since Bahrain, and that was Verstappen. If Lando Norris can do that in Zandvoort, in Verstappen's hometown, and then do it in Singapore, surely he can replicate that a couple more times and actually clutch up a championship.
Well done, man. Congratulations. You pushed us all the way.
We did, but
Yeah.
you earned it in 4 world championships. Now you beat my Senna guy.
And like you said, you know, before I could only win it in the fastest car.
Exactly.
This year has been a little bit
done.
different.
Well done.
I expected a championship battle, like a driver championship battle, but all we got this, fuck the championship battle. That was shitty ass fucking bullshit. All we got was the Constructors' Championship battle. Nobody cares about unless you're Ferrari, because they'd take any glory that they possibly can, because they haven't seen a real trophy in ages. They've been second place in the Constructors' Championship. I don't even want to count how many times. It's honestly like being stabbed in the chest with a fucking katana. That's how much it hurts for the Ferrari fans. And it hurts even more knowing the outcome of everything. At least they got some glory of the Charles Leclerc win, or the Monza win, or Carlos wins, and blah blah blah. But now they're getting fucking rid of Carlos and bringing in a grandpa, so I guess the glory won't be too long-lived. That is quite literally the entire story of 2024. It's summed up pretty quickly. Whereas in 2021, you had the complexity of drivers switching around every single race. You had crashes in every single race. You had penalties being thrown around left, right, and centre. There was Bahrain, there was Jeddah, there was Abu Dhabi, there was Silverstone. There was... I can't even remember because there were so many fucking problems and issues with everything that season. Whereas this season, Verstappen was leading the entire way through and won the championship with a couple races to spare. That's literally the entire story. You can sprinkle in the Norris maybe getting close sometimes. Don't compare. Don't even try play it out like it was a great season. Next year, I want to see a great season of championship fights, of wins, fighting for wins, multiple race wins, fighting for winners. This season, I feel like we barely had any fights for the win on track at all. We had, what? Silverstone? Belgium? And that was it? Everything else was just kind of a clean sweep. Everything else was kind of free. I don't know. I feel like that was... Those two were the good... Oh, and Canada. Canada was good. And I remember in Canada saying that Canada was the most important weekend because if Verstappen can win in the 4th fastest car back then he can win the championship. And guess what? He did, he won, and then he won the championship. So, praise to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess... So, I really want to see a championship battle next year. Like a proper decent one with like 7 drivers. Because let's be real. No, with 6 drivers because Antonelli's probably not going to be there. And neither is Sergio Perez if he stays in that Red Bull. So, with that said, if you want to see a championship battle next year, like and subscribe, because if you do, that's the only way we can confirm that it's going to happen. Let me know down in the comments whether you enjoyed the video. Love you all. Write something else there. Thank you for everything. All of you. Never say a fantastic great day. Don't die, same content, blah, blah, blah. Peace.
That's all, folks.